welcome back. This is O Sheets. Make sure to like and subscribe. I put out new videos every Wednesday, and in case you haven't noticed, you know, typically when I have this background, I'm either doing a haul or I'm doing kitchen food related stuff. And today we are doing food related stuff. So I wanted to share with you guys my top 5 pantry staples. These are things that are in my pantry all the time and that I think you need to have in your pantry at all times, no matter what age, who you are, where you're from, you know. It's nighttime right now and I'm just like vibing. I'm just like coming up with all the jokes. I need to hydrate though. You should always have water. Not in your pantry, but just like always have water. Okay, so now we're ready. So let's just dive right in. Now that I'm looking at these 5 items, there's kind of a theme. So let's just see if you can guess what that theme is. So the very first one is, of course, a dried pasta or rice. I couldn't decide, but just a dried pasta. This one is Diddly. I don't know the name of this one. It's a new pasta. I've never tried this one, but like I'm so excited because I love the shape. But it could be a spaghetti, a ziti, a macaroni noodle, a shell, whatever you want. If I had to choose one, I would just maybe do spaghetti. That's the most basic, and then rice, basmati. But you just want a carb because it's just a great base. You can truly make a meal out of it with using just this and like butter if you wanted to, or you can obviously elevate it with other items that you might have. But having a dried pasta is a go-to, and I just think it's like such a comfort food. You know, you can eat it when you're feeling sad, or if you're feeling happy and you want some pasta, go for it too. It's just such a versatile item, and I mean, I don't even know when it expires. I mean, this says it expires in 2 years from now, but it probably goes longer than that even. So get some for yourself, and there you go. Okay, my next one, and here's where the theme comes in, is jarred spaghetti sauce. And I am currently loving Rouse, okay? I get it at Costco, these 2 things, like $10. Great deal. So I'm putting that down because I am not that strong. So having just a jarred marinara sauce or a sauce you like is just a great option, because there you go, pair it with the spaghetti and you truly have a meal. And again, it lasts a long time. So I don't really know, there's not much else to say on that, although Rao's is my favorite. I grew up on Prego, so if any of you guys out there like that, my favorite way to prepare those 2 items together is add a little bit of meat in the sauce, mix that together, add it on top of the spaghetti, sprinkle a little Parmigiano Reggiano, and good to go. We're turning into a cooking show here, but those are my 2. Okay, the next one is a good olive oil. Okay, you guys, I like when I retire, or like when I don't know, like whatever, I'm going to become an olive oil historian, or like somebody that's just really into olive oil, because olive oil is my passion. Extra virgin to be specific, and it has to be from Italy. So Costco actually has, I think they always have a real olive oil brand, but if you guys don't know, let me just pause 1 second. If you guys are buying your olive oil from Target and it looks like this, I hate to break it to you, this ain't real. This ain't real, honey, and just, you know, don't even call it olive oil. Why do I have this? You're probably like, well, why do you have it, Jacqueline? Because I actually have a recipe that calls for like cheap olive oil. So that is only what I use this for. But that is like legit not even olive oil. You guys, I could go into it, but there is like an olive oil mafia, okay? It's a thing. Google it. I don't know. I can do a deep dive on it for you guys if you want me to sometime, but you have to get olive oil from Italy, or not necessarily from Italy. If you want, obviously there's olive oil made in Spain, in California, all those sort of places, but like it has to be authentic. And you know, I'll just give you one pro tip. You want to make sure that it was harvested a year prior to when you bought it. So this harvest was, I read it the other day. It said it was, oh my goodness, speed this up, Wes, while I find this. Oh, 2019, 2020 harvest. So that is like right where we want it. So it's not like wine where you want it to be old and vintage. No, you just want it to be a year old. And olive oil also, I'm just giving you all the facts. Olive oil does go rancid, so you don't want to store it in like those clear bottles like on your stove or in the direct sunlight, it will go rancid, and so that's why you want it in like a dark bottle. So yeah, that's another fun tip for you. But olive oil, such a versatile thing, like truly. Olive oil has so many uses within cooking, and I mean, you can use it as like a last minute moisturizer on your hands if you really need to. You can use it in all sorts of cooking, baking, you know, it's just really versatile. So I recommend having olive oil or any type of oil you prefer. Avocado, options are endless, but just make sure you're getting the real. It's a little pricier, but like you can do it. You can do it. Especially if you're like an adult and adulting, just splurge on the olive oil. It's good for you. This stuff, I don't think it's good for you, so. Okay, sorry, wow, how long did I talk about olive oil for? I told you guys, I love it. Okay, the next one is an item that I actually have recently started getting all the time, and like going through it like crazy because it really has so many uses, and that is like a broth, a vegetable broth, a chicken broth, whatever you want. I prefer to get organic. Honestly, the organic's not that much more, and I'm like, okay, cool, hopefully it's just healthier for me, but I've been loving this type of broth. You can add it into sauces to like loosen it up a little bit. I make risotto, that's kind of why I've been buying a lot more of it. I don't know, I just really love it. So like we always have one in the fridge open, and then I always have one on stock. I like chicken. I had to use beef broth the other day for like French onion soup. I don't know, it's so versatile. And so like whatever you would think to maybe put water in to like loosen it up, you could put vegetable broth in. And it kind of acts, it's like the same thing as like wine too in cooking. So you can kind of use them interchangeably sometimes a little bit, but I love this. Now we have one more, and this might be like, some people might be like, no, I hate this product, but I think it's a good thing to have on hand, and again, it doesn't really ever go bad, and that is tea. And I would maybe choose either a green tea or like a sleepy time decaffeinated type tea. And the reason why I say this is like, maybe you're not a tea drinker, but I just think it's such a good thing to have in your pantry for maybe if you have guests come over, like just offering them a cup of tea. But you might also be like a guy and be like, that's weird, maybe I would never do that, or like a girl that would never, I don't know, I don't want to be like gender specific, but you know what I mean. For all those like college age guys I'm talking to, that's who I was referring to. What the heck, what am I talking about? But I don't know, it's just a nice thing to offer to guests. And it's also a nice thing like if your throat is feeling sore. It's kind of winter right now, and that's why I'm like, you know, maybe thinking like a cup of tea sounds good, but I just think it's a great item to just have. If you don't want to buy a box of them, I know like oftentimes at hotels that you might say they have some and you could take a few extra and just keep them on hand. That could work too, but I think it's a good item to keep. And my favorite is green. It's kind of a neutral, I love it. I could go in on tea too, so you know, I'm just an expert on all sorts of things. Okay, those are my top 5 pantry items that I always have. You will never catch me without it. And I hope that was informative for you. I should do like a fridge necessity next time or something, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next Wednesday, and bye.